Hello, I'm Perry Williams with the Lord's Crusade podcast. I'm with Kingdom Now Ministries International, and we want to do something a little special this week. We have two testimonies of how wholeness has impacted the lives of those two recipients. And we want to get started, but first let's talk about how you can contact us. Our group page on Facebook is Kingdom Now Ministries International. Our email is kingdomnow1@live.com. That's kingdomnow1@live.com. Our webpage is thekingdomishere.com. And you also can contact us by phone at 816-616-0004. That's 816-616-0004. Here's our first testimony. Okay, I understand you used the wholeness principle, or were able to use some of the methods used in the wholeness dimension. And what happened?
So before I used it, my daughter, she had asthma really bad, to the point where we had to do breathing treatments almost every day. Spoke with you, and you introduced me to the wholeness process, the dimension, the lifestyle. And so being frustrated with seeing my daughter like that, being frustrated with just being frustrated that I can't do anything physically to help her, I decided to use that. And one night she was sleeping, and I literally put my hand over her and said the words, "Let wholeness have its perfect way." Mm-hmm. And the next morning she got up. Usually before I leave out for work, I have to give her a treatment or tell her to use her pump. But that particular morning, the next day when she got up, her breathing it wasn't bad. She wasn't wheezing, she seemed fine. And I even asked her, I said, "Do you want me to do the breathing treatment with you, or you want to use your pump before I walk out?" And she said, "No, Mom, I actually feel okay. I think I'll be fine." So my mom usually watches them while me and my husband go to work. And that day, my mom told me when I came back that she didn't have to use the treatment or the pump at all. And so I was like, okay, let's see how the next day goes. And the next day went the same way. And so I want to say for the first 2 weeks, we had not used the breathing treatment, no pump, anything. When I went out of town this last weekend was the first time my mom said she had to use it, but it wasn't she didn't put the full dosage of medicine inside. She just gave her one, just to get her, just to, make sure she was okay, whatever. And after that, she was fine. She went outside to play. And honestly, she's been okay. Even after I came back from my trip, we haven't used the pump or the breathing treatment yet. So I'm still blown away. I'm still blown away.
So I guess that's the response to my next question. So what do you think about this principle, this method?
I'm very blown away with this method. I'm very happy to see that she is, sort of kind of back to normal. It's hard to tell a 6-year-old that they can't go outside, that they have to, not jump around as much as she sees the other kids. Mm-hmm. It's very hard because she's 6, so she still doesn't really understand. But to see her coming back to herself, and just to see us, my husband, her brother, we're not on eggshells trying to make sure that she's okay, or she's, taking her time with everything. It's a wonderful method. And I've even decided, so obviously when I lay down to sleep, I always say my prayers, but now I use that saying, and before I end my prayers, I use it on everything on my life. I say it for my finances, for my kids, for my marriage, for my school, for my job. That's something that I have developed insane every day. So I can also see changes within not just her, but within my life and my family's life as well.
But even as I guess before the interview, we had a discussion. I was telling you that wholeness is big picture. So now the whole family is affected in a positive way because wholeness has entered into your lives.
Exactly.
And one thing that I did hear, just even as you were speaking, that even the asthma crisis that your daughter was having was keeping her away from being her unique self, so that she can walk out her purpose and destiny. It was an obstacle that has been removed now. Now she can operate in wholeness as a kid, so she can live out all the innate things or gifts that have been deposited in her. Now she can walk in that fullness at her age.
Exactly.
So this is pretty good. There was a word that you used, lifestyle. Now you've converted it into your lifestyle?
That is something that seeing, sometimes you have to see things in order to really believe that it can work. And my daughter being a testimony so far of that, if it can help her, I know for a fact if I continue to say those words and speak it into my life's existence and over my family, that we will also continue to see wonderful things happen for us as well.
Now, what does she say, your daughter? What does she say? Because this is something that she is foreign to her now, that she's been, unfortunately, she was used to getting the treatments on a regular basis, and now she's not getting them. So her faith has to be building. It
is, and she's just very happy that sometimes she'll just pop up like, Mom, look, I can do this, and I don't need my pump. It's just the little things like that, that makes your heart smile, because she can honestly be a kid again, And seeing her happy and seeing her, although she's 6, but seeing her recognize that now she's able to do certain things and she doesn't have to depend on a machine or a pump to help her breathing or calm down. She's in a much better space. So
that's good.
It's wonderful. As a mother, as a parent, is one of the greatest things that I've seen.
One thing I have to add, and I haven't mentioned at all, this is a heaven dimension. That's why it works.
Exactly.
It works every single time. Everyone I've encountered, it works. I'm actually looking for people.
Right.
But I have to be careful as well, because I don't want to push it on anyone. I actually look for people that are in dire need. And usually, whether they say it or not, because even based on Scripture, many are the afflictions of the righteous. So I know there's always something wrong.
Right.
So this is something that will help so many people.
Yes.
Within so many churches. This is what I call them, when the Bible talks about the mysteries, this is one of the mysteries.
Yes. And I'm just happy that you introduced me to it. And I will continue to use this and make it a lifestyle for as long as I have breath in my body.
Now stay tuned. There's going to be a conference coming up.
Nice.
Yes.
I would love to be a part of that.
Believe me, the effects that this, I can't call it new, but this upgraded principle or even dimension of wholeness, there should be a platform for it. And I'm like, if I can't get in a church and do it, I'll create my own platform. I'll create my own conference, and people will come. Because everybody wants to be whole.
Exactly.
Or, even better, and this is what I talked to my boss about today, everybody likes results.
Exactly.
Fortune 500 companies are looking for it every single day. And if I have something that gets results every time, look out.
Exactly.
Look out. I'm glad to be attached to it.
Exactly.
So that's that. Yes, that's right. This wholeness dimension is real. It's effective, and it works every single time we tap into the kingdom law and we watch results in the lives of people. Here's our second testimony.
Well, I do understand that you have been listening to the podcast with a focus on wholeness, and you have actually adhered to some of the instructions, and you have gotten some great results. Could you give me one example?
One example is the tormenting dreams. I actually don't experience the dogs chasing me during my dream and me being restless and only getting 0 to 2 hours of sleep a night. So I'm getting more sleep, better quality sleep, and peaceful sleep. I don't wake up feeling breathless or can't breathe or afraid. What I did is that I prayed to let wholeness have its perfect way, for wholeness to be perfect in my life, in my mind, in my body, and for me to denounce any weapon that's against me having a good sleep, anything to come to alter, interrupt, or to distract me from having a peaceful sleep from the principalities of darkness, from the high places, from the demons. So I denounce that, and then I declare and decree that I have perfect and sweet sleep that is promised to me from the Word of God.
That's awesome. That's awesome. You know, and most people that don't know about wholeness, they don't understand that wholeness encompasses physical healing, mental healing, sleep, finances. It's just so many things. The whole gamut. Wholeness actually is very effective in all those areas. As opposed to getting a tune-up, you get the complete overhaul. Now, you had an experience where you went to the doctor, and the doctor was confounded. Could you kind of share that with me?
Oh, yes. I went to the doctor for my regular, quarterly checkup because of chronic illnesses that I have, and I have always had high blood pressure for years. I mean, I'm talking like over 30-some years. And this particular doctor I've been going to for like 5 years. And my blood pressure has never been good. It's always been a borderline, no matter what type of medication they give me. It ended up being very high all the time. So this particular time I just went the other month, about a month ago. And they took it, and it was low. So she came in, she said, wow, your blood pressure is just phenomenal. She said, it's just too good. She said, do you mind if I take it myself? I said, sure. So she took it, and she's just yelling, high-fiving me. I don't believe that it is good. And then before I left, she said, let me take it again. And we had laughed and talked. She said, oh, this is just totally unbelievable. She said, you have it under control. And she said, your AC1 is like right around 7. Now, mind you, it used to be like 18, which is off the chart for an AC1 for diabetes. But she said, you're holding it good. She said, your numbers are really stable. Said, oh, I'm just so proud of you. I mean, she was just high-fiving me and just hollering.
Wow.
And I said, oh, thank you, Lord. I said, nothing but the goodness of Jesus.
I love stories like that where the doctors are confounded and they're baffled because of the power of God taking over. I have to say that this is what I shared with one other person I interviewed. When the Word talks about mysteries, this is definitely a mystery.
It definitely is.
And if you cannot embrace it, you're missing out. You're missing out on not just, and this is what I'm seeing now, big picture. So the big picture is, once you have had all these issues addressed by God, that leaves you room to fulfill your assignment, to fulfill His will and His intent in the earth. And your life is much better. And the greatest part is that these things do not come back again.
Thank you for your time. Be sure to listen to all of our podcasts as you go to our group page on Facebook, Kingdom Now Ministries International. you will be able to follow instructions and see results. God bless you. Thank you for listening to us. You can contact Kingdom Now Ministries by calling us at 816-616-0004, 816-616-0004. Our email address is kingdomnow1@live.com. That's kingdomnow, the numeral 1@live.com. And once again, our Facebook group page is Kingdom Now Ministries International. God bless you.